Healthy Me TV, your home of good health.
Hi, I'm Alec Wing. I'd like to share with you today my favorite dish, which is watercress and roasted beetroot salad, which is really simple and fast to make and definitely very, very healthy for you. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we need to get the beetroot ready so that we can put it in the oven and roast it. I'll slice it first, but before I go further, I'll use my handy glove. So I'll slice it over there. Lots of good fiber in here. Here we go, it's just about done. So I'll slice it about 3/4 of a centimeter thick, like this, right? Okay, here we go. So basically that's about right, this size. So I'll just plonk it down to an oven-proof dish, okay? So a little bit of olive oil on top of it. A little bit of sea salt, not much. Okay, I'll just take it to the oven now. Well, I've got the oven here preheated at 200 degrees centigrade. I'm going to stick the beetroot that I've pre-sliced now into it. Middle shelf will work fine. Just make sure that it's on 200 for about 60 minutes, 1 hour. All right, let's get going here with the onion. What I'll do, right, I'll slice the onion. There you go. Now, what I'm going to do, right, is actually show you how to take some of that strong taste out of the onion so that it's a lot easier to eat as part of the salad. That's what I usually do. All right, so I'll put some salt in there and marinate that for about 5 minutes, okay? And then I'll rinse it out. I even do that if I'm putting it on the other salads, if I need to eat it raw, for example, and we'll rinse out the salt as I mentioned. In the meantime, nice fresh watercress. I don't really want a stem. Just chop that off and just look at some of the bigger stems that's in there so you can break it out, some of it. Okay, there you go. Yep. Okay, that's nice. I have now some feta cheese. You can take Danish or Greek feta cheese. Either one will do. And all we got to do is cut it in cubes, right? So I would prefer that to use feta cheese that is not soaked in oil already, right? So you just need it as fresh as you can get. So all I got to do is sprinkle that on top of the salad. Okay, very nice. What you gotta do now is grab a blood orange, or if you don't have it, like I have now, here's just pink grapefruit. So I'll use that and peel out as much of the white as possible. The combination of bitterness in the grapefruit or blood orange together with the sweet beetroot works really, really well for this nice salad here. So just grab it like this, and then you can see the lines that's running through, and then just wedge it, right? Okay, that's one. All right, good. That's probably good enough. But always clean as you go. Then you have plenty of room to work with. Just remember that. Okay, fresh mint. All you got to do is just break it on top. Just the leaves. Just leave the stems on the side, yeah? All right, I'm gonna bring the onion that has been marinating for about 5 minutes. Just gonna quickly rinse it out, yeah? With water. Okay. Of course, if you have a sieve, just use a sieve, and it's very, very easy and simple, right? So we've got some of the onions now, sliced, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top here. Very simple. There we go. Next, here we go. We've got our beetroot that has been roasted in the oven at 200 degrees for about 40 minutes. It's nice caramelized, it's a little bit shrunk, which is just fine. Okay, so we're gonna cube it as well, or cut it in chunks, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go in there. Now, just the resistance. There we go. All we got to do is get a little bit of orange juice, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar, and we'll give it a crack of pepper inside. Just a tiny squeeze of orange juice, drizzle of olive oil, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar, pinch of salt, tiny pinch, sea salt, and a crack of pepper. Now comes the fun part. Use your hands. Salad is what you need to use your hands with, get into it to make sure that everything gets mixed up really nicely. But don't crush it, just go on the side, make sure it mixes in nicely. All right? All I gotta do is now plate it. Some nice white and pink and red. Voila, watercress and roasted beetroot salad with Greek feta cheese. Enjoy.